A reading from the book of Proverbs. The truly capable woman, who can find her? She is far beyond the price of pearls. Her husband's heart has her confidence. From her he will derive no little profit. Advantage and not hurt she brings him all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax. She does her work with eager hands. She sets her hands to the distaff. Her fingers grasp the spindle. She holds out her hands to the poor. She opens her arms to the needy. Charm is deceitful, and beauty empty. The woman who fears Yahweh is the one to praise. Give her a share in what her hands have worked for, and let her works tell her praises at the city gates. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians. About times and dates, brothers, there is no need to write to you, for you are well aware in any case that the day of the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night. It is when people are saying how quiet and peaceful it is that sudden destruction falls on them, as suddenly as labor pains come on a pregnant woman, and there is no escape. But you, brothers, do not live in the dark, that the day should take you unawares like a thief. No, you are all children of light and children of the day. We do not belong to the night or to the darkness. So we should not go on sleeping as everyone else does, but stay wide awake and sober. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus told this parable to his disciples. The kingdom of heaven is like a man about to go abroad who summoned his servants and entrusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, each in proportion to his ability. Then he set out on his journey. The man who had received the 5 talents promptly went and traded them and made 5 more. The man who had received 2 made 2 more in the same way. But the man who had received 1 went off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. Now, a long time afterwards, the master of those servants came back and went through his accounts with them. The man who had received the 5 talents came forward bringing 5 more. Sir, he said, you entrusted me with 5 talents. Here are 5 more that I have made. His master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have shown you are trustworthy in small things. I will trust you with greater. Come and join in your master's happiness. Next, the man with 2 talents came forward. Sir, he said, you entrusted me with 2 talents. Here are 2 more that I have made. His master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have shown you are trustworthy in small things. I will trust you with greater. Come and join in your master's happiness." Last came forward the man who had the single talent. "Sir," said he, "I have heard you were a hard man, reaping where you had not sown, and gathering where you had not scattered. So I was afraid, and I went off and hid your talent in the ground. Here it is yours, you have it back." But his master answered him, "You wicked and lazy servant, so you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered. Well then, you should have deposited my money with the bankers, and on my return I would have got my money back with interest. So now take the talent from him and give it to the man who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has will be given more, and he will have more than enough. But anyone who has not will be deprived even of what he has. As for this good-for-nothing servant, throw him into the darkness outside, where there will be weeping and grinding of teeth." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, O Lord Jesus Christ.